Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Pro League. It's Season 3. It's Optic Nation versus Denial. Denial leading 2-1 in the series against ON. ON just taking that uplink. Biolab could have potentially been a 3-0, but props to ON. Now, though, a hardpoint Solar. Is this one that ON can potentially take? I've been impressed with the hardpoint play, to be honest.
I mean, we saw Denial lose this to Epsilon, right? Earlier in the night.
Yes,
so
yes.
This is one that I think
it went down 30
right. I mean, ON can definitely take this one. It's going to be a 7-0 start here, though, for Denial. The issue is can they slay with Denial? That's going to be the real issue. I mean, Temp definitely put up some good numbers last game. Can they, combat him? Can they combat Slasher, especially on such an AR-heavy map? Not too sure.
Replay's shot has been on point all evening long. Currently sitting at 3-1, 4-1 as he just headshots Ricky from distance. Over to Hook, he is going to fall, but they're now picking up a fair amount of time on that first hill. Replay still doesn't want to give it up. He picks up another win. And you just look at their kind of kill column after the first hard point. Noach, no surprise to see him at the top for ON at 6-3. Slasher at 7-4 for Denial.
ON, though, going to get control of this second hill first, and Miracle's trying to make an amazing play. Almost just jumps over that player's head and takes him out.
So, just to update you guys as well, real quick, ISO versus Epsilon. Of course, ISO managed to pick up both wins earlier on in the day. Epsilon getting both losses earlier on in the day. Epsilon leads the Series 2-0, man.
Can't predict it, man.
Go for it.
Cannot predict it. It's just a weird opening night.
Very strange. Very strange indeed. Of course, this one, though, as we mentioned earlier on, Denial lead 2-1. Optic Nation in the lead, though, in this hardpoint solo by 4 points. 15 seconds left on the hill. Bo's doing a lot of work on this hardpoint.
Yeah, and they're able to make a big comeback, take the lead, but here's the difference. It's going to be this garage hardpoint bend. Bo's trying to push in as one player up top for Denial. Is he going to win that? He's going to be able to take out Replay. Is not able to win the second gun battle. Temp's going to push in, and Temp does such a nice job locking this one down. Let's see what he likes to do. He's going to push out a little bit, just try and rack up some kills. Just turns around, absolutely destroys Miracles. Bo's, though, going to be in control of the hill. He's going to get taken out. Just players just diving in, trading kills in the hill. Slasher, though, that's a big kill. He's going to force a pinch here, and now a spawn out for Optic Nation.
And Denial should be good to take the lead once again. If they can just pick up a couple more wave of kills, which Slasher shooting absolute rockets from his bow on a 3 streak at 13-9. 25 seconds left. And a couple more wins should force a rotation, but actually everyone from Denial dies, so Slasher kind of left with no choice but to contest. He's on a 5 streak, make that a 6 streak. Slasher simply not missing right now. Hook falls as well, but Temp in a position to trade that kill. Still though, Denial trail by over 20 points going into the second to last hill of the first rotation.
It's a big win for Optic Nation, that hill. I mean, now
that's one we saw them struggle on.
Right, and they rotate up top, and they get control of this one as well. So Denial in a lot of trouble. This is the same struggles we saw them have against Epsilon.
Why is that? Why are they struggling on a map like Solar? You'd expect them to excel on.
They're just not winning those gunfights over in the crucial hills, right? I mean, they start off well, and then, nope. Hill number 3 kind of goes downhill. They don't rotate up top. They challenge it for a little bit too long. And then they lose that. But now they're able to get control of the hill. Still a lot of time left. They can come back and actually, take the lead if they were to take the rest of this time. You know where Optic Nation is spawning. You have players mid-map cutting them off. Every kill in the kill feed looks like it's going in Denial's favor. You see they're going to kill a whole wave of Optic Nation spawners. They're going to spawn even further away. And ON now giving this one away to Denial. Denial should be able to take the lead here as they do. You see, jumping up.
That's a big hold for Denial. Massive hold. They were so far down. They'd just given up a huge chunk of time on this previous hill and now able to take the lead by 10 points going into the final hard point of the first rotation. And the kill feed still all red in favor of Denial. Looks as if they should be able to break this hill as well as they just flood through that raw gun skill, just proving to be too strong. Slasher at 21-12, having a sensational game so far.
Yeah, you'd expect that out of Slasher. I mean, him and Temp, 2 of the strongest ARs in Call of Duty, and this is what's scary. Now you start to see the kills going in Denial's favor. Does it just start to mount and become too much for Optic Nation to handle? That's really going to be the scary part looking forward into this second rotation of hills. Can Optic Nation start to heat up? Can they match the gun power of Denial?
I mean, Moach, 15-19. Somewhat struggling by his standards. Miracles at 19-18, definitely doing everything he possibly can. But the score, 96-92, Denal still trailing. It's almost deja vu from what we saw in the game against Epsilon. First game of the day, first map of Season 3 revamp. Like, it is exactly the same. A very, very close first half, and then Epsilon just kind of stormed away in the second half, and especially on that second to last hill is where Denal kind of threw the game away.
Well, you would expect Denal to really pick it up here in the second half because this is a closeout game, right? They can end the series here. They just lost a bad uplink. Would have liked to probably close it out there. Don't want it to go any much further than this. I mean, obviously you don't want to go to a game 5. I think this is really where Denal needs to step up in this lane department. You see Temp just turn on bows right there. Good cover fire from Slasher, able to pick up another player. And this is where you'd really like to see Denal turn it up, and you're starting to see some kills come in. They're starting to get some time on this middle hill. Really, they just need to watch it, make sure ON doesn't get any time. They don't need to really just play so aggressive on it.
The crazy thing is, again, look at the kills. 25 Hoop, 26 Slasher, 20 Temp. Yeah, look at the score. I feel like it's the same thing every time we've watched Denal play Hardpoint this evening. Is just they can outslay, but
do they get the hill?
Yeah, they just don't get the hill. Which I feel you play against a FaZe, you play against an OG. You know, even add Envy for that conversation, you're not going to win Hardpoints like that.
No. And that's the difference between Denal and those teams. Denal does a fantastic job doing the, slaying aspect of it. But the OBJ side, I mean, Replay's their OBJ player. Everybody else really, on their previous teams, you wouldn't categorize them as objective-minded at all.
Right. They're just kills, right? Yeah. They just love to slay. Simple as that.
So if Replays doesn't get the hill, and they're not slaying.
Right. You're not going to win.
Right.
Surprise! The formula for success no longer works. Looking at Temp, pulled it out, 24 and 22. He's going to fall. And this was the hill Optic in the first rotation, just locked down. This time they're not able to pick up as many points as they did the first time. It's going to be good for Denial. As Temp just trying to make sure that the kills come in, just jumping up and down. But again, this is where the spawn is going to be so crucial. And this is the play to watch. It's going to be replaced with that early rotation.
So smart. I mean, they lost it on the first rotation of hills. Now Replays getting up in this sneaky spot. He's going to let one player walk by for ON. Had another player underneath him. It looks like Denal is going to be able to take him out. Now has to push these spawns out. Temp's able to win a gunfight. Now you see Temp's actually going to be the one that pushes him out. Smart play. You need to push out those spawns on this garage. He'll get them spawning far away. He's able to turn on one. Has to reload, though. Not going to be able to get Miracles. Miracles making a big play. Has to win this 1v1, though, against Temp. And he has actually got teammate support. So ON able to break it. 30 seconds left on this one. They take the rest of this time, Ben. It is going to be a very close game going into that up top hill, and that's the one both teams are going to have to win. If ON plays for the garbage time, they lose it here. I think they lose this game.
19 seconds left. Temp able to pick up one. ON still trying to push it. And I think maybe they should be good to pick up that final 12 seconds. They will.
Is it worth it, though?
I mean, it's going to bring them, what, 136 points to 159? I mean, I feel like that scrap time is big. It just comes down to, can you win that first wave of gunfight? That's what it's going to be. Because Hook last time on this hill went absolutely off.
If they lose these first wave of gunfights, I mean, they're kind of, yeah, it's pretty much over. I mean, you see Hook pushing out that right side. He's going to drop 3 players from ON, push into the hill. They're able to get control. Here's the issue, though. You're going to see players just flooding from every side for Denal. Temp jumps in. He's able to get one. Another kill would have been huge, but look at this. It's just going to be concentrating back and forth from these two teams. Somebody has to go big, pick up 2 PCC. Slasher picks up 2. Then he jumps in, picks up 1. If you're an Optic Nation fan, that is not the person you want to see pick up the 2 piece, as he just breaks this game completely open in Denal's favor.
Yeah, 40 and 26. If they get this final 17 seconds, it's going to be GG. In actual fact, all they need is, what, 10 more points, and that's going to be it. And Slasher just doing a phenomenal job. The MVP of this hardpoint, 42 and 26. He's on a 5 streak, and that is going to be that. Denal take the win, 3 maps to 1. But the really surprising result from this evening was ISO beating Denal.
Right. That's the big thing to take away. ISO with Lamagon back in the lineup, able to take out Denial. How do they fare for the rest of Season 3? It's going to be pretty interesting the next few weeks.
Yes, will indeed. Of course, every team plays every other team once, and every team will be at the Season 3 finals, where it will be based fully on, the seeding will be based fully on where you finish in the league. But congratulations to Denal on a pretty promising start. Epsilon lead the series against ISO 2-0. That game I believe in Optic comeback right now. If Epsilon with a 3-0 ISO, then this whole day doesn't make any sense.
Right, that would have been absolutely crazy. If they have Epsilon 3-0s ISO, that'd be absolutely insane. It's going to be Denial winning this one, 207-159. Slasher goes absolutely massive, finishes 44-30. Temp 41-30 with 11 caps. Some good plays out of Hook, 36 kills, 13 caps to his name. Just an unbelievable performance out of those guys.
Well, that is going to conclude this evening's coverage of the Pro League. You can catch us live tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern, as well as we go about all of day 2 of the MLG Pro League. See you then.